And we want to welcome you back to our Toll Roads halftime report. 17-14. It's been a dogfight here in the first half. Two undefeated teams tonight going at it in round number 2 in South Coast League play. The winner gets inside pole position for first place. And when you have only 2 guaranteed playoff spots, tonight's game has huge implications.
It really does, and I think both teams have followed the script of what they wanted to do coming into the game. Brian, but you got to seal the run game off.
Vince Ferragamo tonight, El Toro has capitalized on a pair of turnovers by Tesoro. Tesoro's second turnover, you could call that a turnover because it looked like Tago had the first down. He coughed up the ball. Tesoro recovered, but they got the ball back on downs. In any event, El Toro capitalizing 14 points.
Well, I like an aggressive style.
Either way.
Talking about tempo, we'll get to the highlights. We had plenty of highlights to go around in the first half and getting things started for the Tesoro Titans. Right here on a 3rd and 5, Adams sells the option, kicks it out to the far side to Nate Tago, and Tago up the sidelines for a 24-yard gain. And Tago then hammers in his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. That made it 7-0, and then this ball intercepted by Andrew Wilson. Sets up a short field on the 29-yard line, and then Funari and company go to work. Jacob Funari in the end zone for his 12th touchdown of the year. And then here comes Nate Tago back. This was on 4th down. The ball is loose, and the Titans recover, but they lose 2 yards. They're just shy of the first down, and here's what happens. They go down the field, and Blake Murphy splits defenders into the end zone, and Murphy picks up his 10th touchdown of the year. And then Tago goes back to work, scampering up the far sidelines, and he goes 45 yards. And at that point, he had 197 yards. And then at the end of regulation in the first half, Zach Schottenfeld nails a 37-yard field goal with no time left to take a 3-point lead going into the locker room. Barry Welch said after the last time these two teams got together, he says, "I don't want to play you guys again." He went into their huddle, congratulated them on a fine effort. He said, "You guys are too dang good." On the other side, Jack Scanlon says, "We want you in the playoffs." Both nodded and gave thumbs up, and here we are. 8 weeks later in the quarterfinals, Montre Lee will take it inside the 5-yard line to the 10-15. He's got a seam. He's got some running room out to the 25, around the corner to the 30. And Montre Lee out to the 43-yard line, a 41-yard return to start the ball game. Ricky Town, the much-heralded sophomore quarterback, out of the shotgun to start the ball game tonight. UCLA has offered him a ride. First pass of the night is complete to the right side, and that's Nicholas Rodriguez, 172-pound, another sophomore, and Giancarlo Spinosi there defensively. Look at the numbers, gentlemen. 18 touchdowns against 5 interceptions, and he's had some big games here in 2012. He's had 5 games over 200 yards, and he had a big game last week against Cabrillo, 241 yards and 4 touchdowns. Here's Zach Green. He gets the call working the left side, and the Eagles are there in mass, and a big hit on the right side. Coming up to make the stop is Sammy Gibbs, and he is a beast in the middle. Scanlon, Sherber, Wyke, Dosh, and Capella. This O-line is fantastic. The skilled set, Green on his way to the University of Arizona. Rodriguez can stretch it vertically. Lucero, Kenny, an outstanding tight end, along with Spencer Andrews when they go to the double tight end set. This young man in motion, Bryce Dixon, is also an outstanding target out on the left side slot. Town's going to set up the screen. He dumps it off underneath, and he's got Zach Green, and Green rumbles ahead and runs through a couple of tackles and into Eagle territory for the first down, and he's down to the 34-yard line. Defensively, Nick Begg on the way to Arizona State to dash in. Hunter Graham, a little undersized, but he's feisty. And Prenovo, a lengthy, tall outside presence. Duncan Hume, good two-way player. Sammy Gibbs, the leading tackler. And Tony Bone, he'll come up and smack you as well. Giancarlo Spinosi, very talented. Connor O'Brien on his way to the University of Washington. Masluski there as well, and Reed Andrew. And here's on the right side is Marcus Chambers, and Chambers comes into the game tonight with 332 yards, and he's brought down on the left side by Masluski, and that's Masluski's 36th solo of the year. There's Marcus Chambers' number. It's a good change of pace back, and this offense moving very swiftly down the field. Second down and 4 just underway. Kevin Turner along with the coach Bill Cunity, along with the quarterback Vince Ferragamo, Garth Wyckoff on the near sideline. 2nd down and 3 from the 27-yard line. Ricky Town back under center. Play action. Boots out. He'll dump it off underneath to Bryce Dixon. And Dixon is gunned down in the open field by the sure tackler at 5'8", Giancarlo Spinosi.
There's a couple of things that immediately strike you about Coach Therian's offense. He loves to substitute. He will move in and out of ace, which is 2 tight ends, 2 wides, a single back. Then he'll go to the fullback. They love the bootleg pass that you're seeing right here. But this tight end that you're looking at, number 11, Bryce Dixon, 6'4", 220, and just a junior.
It's a beauty.
Marcus Chambers sets up in the backfield in the offset I formation. Ricky Town on 1st down and 10. Has some time, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down. Look at the composure, Vince Ferragamo, a sophomore quarterback, but now in his 2nd week into the postseason, you could really call him a junior.
You don't see that very often, Kevin, with a sophomore quarterback to have the composure in the pocket. I've seen him on the couple plays before, stepping back, moving around the pocket, dumping it off. You can see he's got a fleet of foot. He can get out of the pocket. That's what you want in a quarterback, sometimes to just escape the rush, be able to move your feet, get the ball downfield.
I'll tell you something we're going to talk about a little bit more. The number of underclassmen playing quarterback in the Pac-5 this week, it's amazing.
Turn and give to Zach Green. Green's got some daylight to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. St. Bonaventure into the end zone, first series of the night, 17-yard touchdown for Zach Green. That's his 21st touchdown of the year.
Great
St. Bonnie's on top of the Santa Margarita Eagles. 2nd round of the CIF Southern Section Pac-5 Championships. The 21st touchdown of the year by that young man right there, Zach Green.